Hey guys, it's Sheena, the Sports Report Girl, here for your Pro Football Week in review, and my oh my, what a week it was. I say we start off small and work our way up. Sound good? Great. Let's get started. So this week was a busy one for a couple of former players and their legal problems. In Los Angeles' Superior Court, Lawrence Phillips was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Count 'em, 10, for assault with a deadly weapon. What was that deadly weapon, you ask? His car. That's right. In 2005, Phillips was so pissed off at some kids for beating him in a pickup football game that he drove his car onto the field and tried to run them over. He didn't manage to flatten any of them too badly, but considering he had a domestic violence count against him from years prior, California's 3 strikes law forced a stiffer sentence this time around. Over in Las Vegas, the O.J. Simpson verdict came in this week. He was found guilty on all counts. But shockingly, no one protested in the streets the way they celebrated when he was acquitted of double homicide in 1995. Simpson was taken into custody immediately following the conviction. Sentencing won't take place until December, which, not being a shyster myself, I have to say makes no sense. He's been found guilty, so why does it take 2+ months to produce a sentence? Ridiculous. Anyway, the look on his face when the verdict was read, priceless. And to think this all went down 13 years to the day after he was acquitted of murdering Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown. Amazing. Karma's a bitch, isn't it, Orenthal? Moving on, last week we saw the first firing in the NFL when Matt Millen was hastily let go by the Lions. This week, the bouncing ball landed in St. Louis, where embattled head coach Scott Linehan was replaced by defensive coordinator and former New Orleans coach Jim Haslett. Haslett's first order of business was to correct one of Linehan's last. He reinstated Mark Bulger as the starting quarterback for the remainder of the season. Since it's the Rams' bye week, only time will tell if the shakeup on top will have a positive trickle-down effect on the players below. And of course, how about the Raiders? What an incredible, amazing, wonderful train wreck of a news conference that was earlier in the week. In case you just woke up from a coma, Al Davis finally fired Lane Kiffin after months of flirting with the idea. The best part, wow, gosh, how do I pick just one? There were so many. Came when Al had his Geek Squad turn on a big overhead projector so we could all see the letter he wrote to Kiffin. A letter he personally handed to his coach via FedEx, outlining the thin ice he was skating on. For over an hour, Davis repeatedly called his most recent of ex-coaches a liar and a disgrace to the organization. Yeah, like that is in the pot calling the kettle silver and black. The level of character assassination was unprecedented. Usually when dropping the hammer, owners and executives say all the right things. So-and-so did many great things for this organization, but the time has come for us to move in a different direction, blah, 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 blah. When it comes to Davis, you get none of that, and thank God. However you want to spin it, this week Al gave us something we've been sorely missing since the start of the season: drama. Oh sure, we were full of complaints over the ongoing Brett Favre saga last summer, but since that got sorted out, it's been calm and mellow in the NFL. No Spygate, no failed drug tests, nothing we can sink our teeth into and get excited about on a daily basis. Here's hoping they let Al out of his cryogenic crypt a little more often. Just keeps things more interesting around here. Okay guys, that is enough of my rants this week, but don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. There you will find other cool videos like the backspin and the College Football Week in Review. When you do subscribe, be sure to post your questions and comments, or send them to srg@thesportsreportgirl.com. And of course, there is always our fan page on Facebook. See you back here next week for another edition of the Pro Football Week in Review.